Hey guys, James here with another deck profile on UFS University, coming at you with a Garett Brett 5-dot character card. He's really cool, has all and good. You stop laughing behind that mic. This is the second time I've had to record this. This is like the 5th attempt at a deck profile today, Michael. Well, we're going to get this done. So let's get into the profile. So by the time I realized that this didn't record, or didn't fully record, I have already de-sleeved Garett Brett. So we're going to do the deck profile with no sleeves. So here we go. Garett Brett is a 5-hand size, 28 vitality character with all and good. His first abilities are after you play your first card during the turn, add the top card of your deck to your hand. If your opponent has more cards in their hand, in their staging area than you do, you get to add one asset or foundation from your hand to your staging area. And then his other abilities, E, commit. This attack gets +2 speed or +1 damage for every 10 cards in your opponent's discard pile. If it's blocked, you ready them, so you just commit, give speed or damage. If they block, you ready. Pretty good, pretty simple. Good. So let's get into the rest of the deck. Right into the attacks, we're playing 2 Guilty Throne. It's a 6 mid for 7. Lets you draw 3, so you become basically like an 8-hander. 9-hander because of his draw ability, but draw 3, have more cards in hand. And then you get to stack 2 cards to be able to confirm checks. It's really good. We're playing 3 Seneca Slice. If it's blocked, you draw. If not, you get damage in with Garett, which is really good. 3 Akimbo. I like this on a bunch of 5-handers that can play it, just because it gives you more cards in your hand to be less of a 5-hander. This card gives damage as well as just drawing more cards to be less of a 5-hander, which just helps you defend better. We're playing 4 Nutcracker. Nutcracker is a simple card. Add a cool foundation, draw a card, no longer be a 5-hander. Then punch them in the dick. Nice and simple. We're playing 2 Crisplettes. Reversals are very good with our Garett Brett. Garett Brett just gives damage to reversals after playing so you block, add your card with Garett, play your cool reversal, or after, I guess you can add a foundation if you can. Play your cool reversal, and then just give it damage or speed, and if they block, you readies, and you're able to just support your Nyx reversal as well. Nice and simple. Crisplat in general lets you play another card for free, so on cool kill turns, you get to play more cards. 2 Reborn Seraphic Wing. If your opponent's at deadlock, it ignores progressive and gets 4 damage. And then after you play, you can commit something you don't like in your opponent's staging area. And all of the enhances during this attack can't be canceled. So nobody's enhances. You can't cancel your opponents. They can't cancel you. We're just playing. We're playing a game. Then 2 Jupiter Jazz. Jupiter Jazz says after you play it on your opponent's turn, they can't play multiples. And then you can lose 2 vitality to pick up a non-attack card from your discard pile, which mostly ends up being an action. We'll get to those. Or you can draw 2 cards. Most of the time we pick up an action because our actions also draw 2 cards. So it's whatever. Those actions being Demon Realm and Let's Cut Loose, but we'll get to Let's Cut Loose in a second. Demon Realm, if played as the first card, says you draw 2 and remove from your card pool, which is really nice. And if they throw at you, you take nothing. Nice and simple. And then Let's Cut Loose says you get to pick up any block that's really cool from your deck, draw a card, defend yourself with the block you added, and draw a second card because of Garett existing. Just nice and simple. The coolest card to interact with him under all, I think, is Fallen Angels. Fallen Angel says after you play it, you reveal the top card of your deck. You may discard it. So you get to play it, look at the top card of your deck. If you don't want to draw with Garett, you get rid of it and draw a random card. If you do want to draw it, you get to draw it. Nice and simple. Draw what you want, get rid of what you don't. As well as just being a cool low block. 3 Alpha Male. We play a lot of cool cards like TK Mastery, High Seas Adventure, and a bunch of different one-offs that are just really cool techie pieces. And this helps us get them out there if we draw this instead of the other stuff. Let's just pick and choose. We're playing 3 High Seas Adventure. Nice and simple. Sometimes we don't want to deal with attacks, so we just flash them. 4 TK Mastery lets us be super defensive, as well as just threaten board state by making them need to have extra things to go through, which means we get extra turns to defend ourselves. or attack them. We're playing 2 Trusted Keeper. If you've watched other videos, love this card. It's just add to your hand, commit one of your opponent's foundations. So you get rid of a problem card and add this to your hand as a block. And it works doubly good within Garett, because what I realize when playing against other people is people like to build even with Garett because then he can't use his ability. And Trusted Keeper just says you get to now be below him, play your card, draw a card with Garett, add cool card down to your staging area, because you added this, you are less than your opponent in your staging area, which is really nice. 2 Season Guide. It's a nice spam. Ignores progressive, but most of all, it lets us look at the top card of our deck to kind of just manipulate our kill turns. Because of how the way our deck draws, makes checks, stacks, we get to just kind of look at that a little better. We are playing 1 Hacker Extraordinaire. If we face tank something, we get momentum, and then once per turn we can discard momentum to draw a card and flip an asset. We don't really care about the asset part unless we really need to, but we get to draw an extra card as a 5-hander, and as well as just getting more momentum if we need it. We got Loyal Friend, seal a card we don't like. Rhythmic Fighting Style has Breaker 1, 2 high block. If we completely block something, we remove it. So if we need to play a slower game, get rid of problem cards, we just pick up with Let's Cut Loose, commit this. If we block it, we'll remove the card. Block, remove, and they have less attacks in deck. Nice and simple. Way the True Warrior to turn off things like multiple 2 off a Cherry Toe, powerful off of Missile Launcher, stuff like that. Just get rid of it. We're playing 4 Sensimorals. Nice and simple. Spam, protects us from stun. 4 Feifei. Nice and simple. -3 speed to block because we're Garett. We need some more defense. 1 Bebop Blues. Turns off actions, commits our opponent's character. Nice and simple. And the last card, Humanity Sentry. After this card, add this card to your hand. Does the same thing that Trusted Keeper does. Makes it to where our opponent has to build less than us, or we're just going to punish them for building the same by adding and drawing and adding something down newer. It's like we have 9, they build to 9, and then we add this to hand and have 8, and then block, draw a card, play a new foundation that's not this, and still have a high block. Like, the ability to have this as a high block and manipulate our staging area with Garett Brett is just very good. That was the profile, guys. If you enjoyed the Garett Brett profile, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to see a deck profile of your own, like if you want to see a cool Eugenia deck, a cool other 7th Cross characters, I'm running very low on energy for talking. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys want to see any of that, make sure to let us know. And as always, stay learning.